When you don't know your leadership identity, and I'm not going to hold you, but when you don't know your leadership identity, you work longer, harder, and louder than anybody else, and you do it in volumes. So this is the one tip I want you to do today. Get your pen and paper. Here we go with the secret sauce. So this is what I want you to do today. Get your pen and paper. Here we go. I want you to look at your entire week. Today is Monday. Look at your entire week. And when you look at that week, I want you to look at every single meeting that really focuses on you being an individual contributor. Okay? Your job is not paying you to be an individual contributor. You were paid to be a leader. Or if you're an emerging leader, this is good for you as well. I want you to look at your calendar. I want you to circle a meeting or a task where you're being an individual contributor. Why? Because the white space that's going to be on your calendar once you remove that meeting is so that you can think strategically. It's so that you could take a look at pieces of the business, whether it's your team, whether it's what you're doing within the department, or whether it's with your peers. It is specifically for you to start thinking and strategizing on your leadership. Why is this so important? Because the moment you begin to strategize, it's the moment that you begin to pull away or take away, if you will, things that don't matter, and it's going to allow you to scale in your leadership. That white space is specifically for you to begin to know and understand who you are as a leader. It's for you to begin to build your team. It's for you to begin to tap into the culture there. It's for you to begin to look at things differently. As of right now, you are running around with your head cut off. You're reacting. You're not strategizing. You are the resident firefighter. So I need you to begin to look at things differently. Now, leadership definitely has its challenges, but it's even more challenging when you're in survival mode. And so I need you to come out of survival mode. I need you to get into thrive mode. And thrive mode requires you to sit and assess and or audit the meetings that you're in, the conferences that you go to, what your team is doing, who on your team needs help, who on your team can able to take the ball and run with it. How are you coaching and developing them? What does that look like? These are all pieces that come within your leadership. The challenge is you haven't been trained to do it. And since you haven't been trained to do it, this is where I come in. As a leadership coach, I remove and or dismantle everything you thought was leadership that's been holding you back from you being visible. That's been holding you back from you doing things differently. That's been holding you back from actually moving up the ladder within your leadership trajectory. And this is where you begin to see the beauty of leadership. Right now in survival mode, you'll never see the beauty. But once you transition into thrive mode, that's when you see it. And this is what we're talking about in our one-on-ones. It's not about task. It is about strategy. And in the class that's coming up in January, that's what we're talking about. Okay, that is the very first thing we talk about. We look at you as a leader. Like, comment, and follow for more, and let me know where you need help at.